Hello there, this is Donald. Welcome to my first animated video. Today we're going to talk about hierarchy design principle. And this lesson is for instructional designers and everyone who wants to make their design work better. Before we dig in, I would like to throw out 3 questions to guide us across the lesson. First, what is the hierarchy? Second, why we're using it? And last but not least, how are we using it? Let's dig in. First, what is the hierarchy? One article I found on Instructional Design Foundation's website that gave us a definition about hierarchy. It says, visual hierarchy is the order in which a user processes information on a page. Its function in user interface design is to allow users to understand information easily. A designer can use the visual characteristics to influence users' perception of the information, such as size, color, contrast, alignment, repetition, proximity, white space, texture, and style. Come to the second question. People wonder why we are using hierarchy. From the book Universal Principles of Design, said hierarchical organization is the simplest structure for visualizing and understanding complexity. For the design without strong visual hierarchy, viewer's eye will follow a culturally influenced reading path and pattern, such as most people read from left to right, but some people read from right to left. It will cause viewers lost attention easily and may fall asleep. When the designer properly utilizes the visual hierarchy, the uses of the visual characteristics will keep the viewer's attention to a focal point. The viewer will be more happy to read. Let's move on to the last question. How are we using the hierarchy design principle? Here we will be using 3 basic ways to represent it: tree structure, nest structure, and stair structure. First, tree structure. From the book Universal Principles of Design, tree structure are effective for representing hierarchies of moderate complexity, but can become cumbersome for large or complex hierarchies. First example I picked is the organization chart, and this is a typical use of tree structure. My company has about 1,000 employees. In this case, the tree structure can represent each position effectively. Second example is my company's network topology tree view, generated by Cisco Network Assistant software. When tree structure grows more complex, the child elements become tangled when shared with multiple parents. Let's move on to the nest structure. From the book Universal Principles of Design, said nest structure are most effective when representing simple hierarchies. I collected 2 examples to represent the nest structure. The very first one is File Explorer. File Explorer is one of the typical use of the nest structure in most operating systems. It represents a file path effectively. The other example of nest structure is the relational database map view. When the density and complexity between different levels of hierarchy, the nest structure getting less effective. The last structure is the stair structure. From the book Universal Principles of Design, said stair structure are effective for representing complex hierarchies. I also prepared 2 examples for this structure. The first example for stair structure is my class note. The notes organized by stair structure in the Microsoft OneNote. It provides a clear view and easy to locate my notes for each class. The second example for stair structure is the Windows System Registry table. When facing large system structures, the stair structure becomes harder to browse. Commonly, a keyword search function will be integrated to help user locate information. Now we answered all 3 questions about hierarchy design principles. We know what hierarchy is, why we're using it, and how to properly use hierarchy to engage viewers. Let's sum up what we learned about hierarchy design principle. In short, the successful manipulation of this hierarchy empowers designers to lead users, quite literally, along a cleverly devised visual journey to a goal. I hope you have a better understanding of hierarchy design principle after this mini lesson and properly utilize hierarchy design principle into your design work. Thank you for joining with me.